guys, don't forget, before we get into our sneak peek, like, subscribe to the Crime Chat, ring the bell, or this guy's gonna come after you.
Traffic cone. So
that's hot now.
wait, traffic cone. Yeah,
goes along with our warning.
Hey there, chatters. I'm Nat.
And I'm Kat, and welcome to the Crime Chat. I am your forensic femme fatale. Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls who obsess about dark crimes, evil minds, and occasionally the unknown.
And here's your disclaimer, chatters. The following Crime Chat contains adult content and descriptions of mysterious, weird, unknown, violent scenarios today. So your listener discretion is advised.
Oh boy. Today's Crime Chat, Kat, what have you done and where the hell are you?
I'm in a cockpit. We're flying. It's going to coincide with our story. So this is the cockpit of a Boeing 777, and I'll get into a little bit of that.
I love that you put the Crime Chat on the dashboard, on the
Crime Chat in the sky. Let's see. So we finished The Fall of House of Usher, and I loved it so much. I wanted to watch it all over again. It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. It was the lawyer.
Okay. It was, isn't it always?
Diving into this story that is Chatter's going to be two parts. Yeah. There is absolutely no way we could fit it into one. And if you don't know, we're going to be going over the Malaysian Airlines MH370 Disappearance. So that is going. Honestly, it could be multiple parts, but we're gonna break it down into two. So
yes.
So I've been doing a lot of investing in trying to get my facts right.
You're gonna try to get it into two, but it can go into three if you need to go into three.
Maybe.
You never know. Never know. I haven't done anything worthwhile via Netflix at all, actually. I've just been working a lot, and yeah, that's about it. So I suck this week. Totally suck.
I guess started watching the Boondocks, the animated series. I think it's on Netflix.
Is that Snoop Dogg?
I think so. Yeah, the kids, these two kids. What is it? Huey and Riley are the two kids, and they live with their grandfather. Okay. So I think he started watching it at work. Then he started watching it at home, and it's kind of silly, but I think it's got some good human nature, lessons in it. Treating people right. But anyway, the first one I watched had who does Pimp My Ride? Is it Exhibit on MTV? He has a TV show that's called Pimp My Ride, and that was the first episode that I watched where Riley, the younger brother, called Exhibit and said, my poor grandfather, blah, blah, blah. Gave him some fake sob story to get Exhibit to come out to the house to pimp his ride.
Kat, so before you get into your story, I did I'm going to do an intro on airplanes. Sometimes we lose them. Sometimes they disappear. Sometimes, where'd they go? I mean, it's a pretty big thing to lose.
I do that. Have you ever watched the show Manifest?
No.
It's on Netflix. And next week, while I'm on vacation, your mission is to watch Manifest and tell me if you think it's related to this story. Chatters, let us know what you think.
Okay, I will do that. Mission accepted. Challenge accepted. So, airplanes, like I said, can be lost or experience accidents or disappearances in various locations around the world. Some notable areas have gained notoriety due to mysterious disappearances or challenging flying conditions. Here are some of those known areas. Number 1, the Bermuda Triangle. Also known as Devil's Triangle. Avoid the Bermuda Triangle, do we?
No.
I don't think we do. We can fly over it.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, my mom went to Bermuda and on vacation, and I was so scared that she was going to not come back, that she was going to disappear.
Because you knew that the plane was going over the Bermuda Triangle.
No. Yep.
That's what they said.
Although there's no explanation for the things that have disappeared.
No, and a lot of big things disappeared. A lot of big ones.
And some of those, for like being in the Air Force, we've had a couple of times where I've been stationed where the jets were doing training, practicing maneuvers. There was some sort of mechanical failure, and one time the pilot ejected, but he didn't make it. The other time they couldn't find the pilot, so they assumed that the pilot didn't eject.
Oh boy.
But they found all the damage. So,
but
yeah,
they have tracking now on those pilot ejectors. Like they can track.
They do
people now. Unless your airplane is stealth, because we just lost a stealth airplane not so long ago where it's like, I'm missing, where are you? We can't find you.
That's the point.
I know. You're really good at your job. You're really good at your job. Okay.
I'll tell you, one of the most scariest things I have ever experienced is something called a combat landing.
Okay. Oh.
And that's when, let's say you're flying into a combat zone.
Right.
For instance, when I was getting deployed, and of my multiple flights that I got there, when I was finally getting to my destination, the planes did a maneuver called a combat landing.
Right. What's that about?
And it's basically movements that the plane would make that if a surface-to-air missile was shot at it, it would miss it. It goes like this as you land. Surface-to-air missile was going to be shot at it, they would likely miss it because they can align like their targeting system from the surface-to-air missile onto the plane because it's maneuvering.
Oh my God.
So it's called a combat landing, and that is one of the most scariest things I've ever had. Ever experienced.
That must be like the ultimate roller coaster ride. Your stomach must be like in your throat, because I can only imagine what that feels like.
I was just always wrenched down as tight as I could, and I just kept my eyes closed, and I was just praying.
That's all you could do. That's all you can do. I also collected 5 of the most mysterious incidents involving airplanes. Your story tonight actually ranked as number 1, which I completely avoided. Okay. But the motive remains unclear and disputed.
It could be a little related to today's story, but we're not going to talk about theories, but I'm just going to eat that a little bit. There's a little breadcrumb.
A little nugget. A little pin.
Going back to your list, number 1, we're going to go way deep into it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready. This is your captain speaking. We're about to take off. This is the CrimeChat flight.
Please make sure you keep your hands and arms in.
Yes.
As the beverage cart will be coming down the aisle.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. So on March 8th, 2014, Malaysian Airlines Flight MH370 disappeared off of radar as it was mid-flight from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, en route to Beijing, China. There were 239 souls on board. How does a major airline just disappear? There was so much that just didn't add up, and we're going to kind of get into all the meat and potatoes of it. But was it hijacked? Was it a mechanical failure? Was it a meteor? So many theories, so many twists and turns about what happened to MH370. This was nearly 10 years ago. So coming up in March is going to be 10 years.
Feels longer.